nonsense, and I'm going to test to see how we sound. Mic check, mic check.
It sounds great.
Oh, mic check, mic check. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's good. It's a little faint of the music in the background, but barely much of anything. A little bit of the wind, but I mean, if we're talking, we should be good
Understood.
more than anything. But we can go right into it, which is
Is the mic?
well, I can tell you from the matches so far because I remember the matches themselves. The matches,
There we go.
bit of a doozy.
I,
You just want to have it available.
there we go. Okay.
You do remember
I
the
have
order,
a
right?
order. Absolutely not.
Okay, I remember the order.
Oh, if you are all
Yeah.
right.
All right. So, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. Sugoi, it's the Masaku.
It's your boy Swag Switch in the building.
And we are here to give our review of AEW Double or Nothing. And this long pay-per-view, as always. These pay-per-views are long, and I wish this was not on a Sunday and on a Saturday. So that way we're not technically people going back to work the next day. You know, we don't miss those days of having to go back to school the next day after a very long ass pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, it's. I mean, it was. Let me put it this way: I never actually had anything against a long pay per view per se, because like it's just that before, what was it? It would be like from what 8 to like 11 o'clock was what pay per views used to be. So it was like only WrestleManias would usually go on until like 12 o'clock. And to me, that happening like every once in a while is perfectly fine. But when it continues, when it's every single one, that's when it's like, ugh. But it's like, I'm not necessarily, let me put it this way, I'm not against it when the matches are fucking good.
Okay.
And I think that's the key. If this was a WWE pay per view, fucking kill me.
I mean, I don't think WWE would ever do something this goofy. So there's
What?
no
What do you mean this goofy?
nowadays give us this long of a pay-per-view.
No,
Are you talking about the fact they do it on Sunday?
no, well, no, just the generals. Like, getting the pay per view that we got here tonight in Double or Nothing, though it may feel long, it's at least acceptable because it was actually good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If we got any of the other wrestling pay per views that WWE shat out this year, and it was from 8 to fucking 12, murder me.
Not murder me, bro.
Like,
Murder me is crazy.
like take me out because
Bro.
like I'm not finishing that pay per view.
I mean, you definitely almost didn't finish this one.
Well, yes,
That last match you did kind of fade out a little bit.
which that's more so because of me because I did put down a lot of pizza and I also like didn't sleep last night. Like I technically am on an all nighter right now.
You crazy. I couldn't do that. But you know what we
I
can't
still can't.
you know what we can do though is we can go ahead and break this shit down. And I even saw the buy-in, which to me made no sense.
So how much of it did you see? Because I only
I saw the whole shit, the whole entire pay.
saw halfway.
So I saw the first match was a tag match where it was literally a squash match for the what are the tag team champions? Like I'm
The triple threat ones?
no, the women's tag team champions. I keep forgetting their new name.
Megan Bain and
Yeah.
the big girl? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had their match and it was literally a squash match because the match landed 5 minutes.
Okay.
So that match was the first one. And literally after that match happened, a new tag team, well, not a tag team had returned to kind of push them away. And them pushing them away was like, okay, cool. I guess these are the next people they're going against. So it was very fast. Like I remember I was trimming Like I was doing an update to my facial, trimming up, whatever. And I'm like, 2 seconds I turn away and I'm like, oh, the match is over. Well, fuck it. So I guess it is what it is.
Okay.
So that happened, and then the next match was I think that was the conglomeration one.
That was the second match.
I think that was the
So there was
second.
only two matches.
No, there was three. I can't remember the third one right now. Third one, third one, third one, third one, third one.
Because the third one, ooh, excuse me, the third one was the one with the conglomeration versus Shane Taylor's promotions.
Okay, let me try to do the
Because that match started at 7:30, and that's because literally as I was making my way here, I remember I was like, oh wait, Mick Foley's supposed to be on this buy-in thing or in the beginning. Let me at least.
Oh, it was the other triple threat, other trios match. So the first one was the Divine Dominion and going against Megan. Oh no, excuse me, Megan. This was going against Zeta Steel and Viva Van, and
Okay.
then the next one was going to be the Ops, which Anthony's in,
Yes.
and
Anthony
which is I don't know why he just goes, and then there's a point where Daniel Garcia even scissors his hand, like as he put him in a hole, he goes just for funsies,
Dang.
and I was just like, damn.
So it was the Ops
Versus
versus.
the Death Riders,
Okay.
Claudio Castagnoli and Daniel Garcia, and then Will Yuta, and the Ops, I believe, lost. Yeah, the Ops lost. So Death Riders technically won all night.
That was the Death and Riders night.
Yeah.
Look at there.
And then from there, you had like I said before, the other buy-in, which is the conglomerations versus Shane Taylor Productions, which was
It's a very random match.
very random.
But of course, I also don't watch
The
Ring of Honor, so I can't say whether if it was really random or if Shane Taylor's and them and conglomeration have had a scuffle going on this whole time.
Apparently, it's an ongoing thing between Briscoe and Shane.
Okay. Okay, so it's a Briscoe situation. Gotcha.
Pretty much.
And then we also got the bum who showed up at the very end. chasing him
Literally,
out.
I don't know what was up with
Eddie
that.
Kingston.
But apparently, Shane and Andy Kingston has a history too.
Which I know they do because there was like literally when Eddie Kingston first came back, when he came back prior, like, and he was on Collision, and then they like just said, "Hey, go to Ring of Honor and do shit there." And I think as soon as he went to after he left from Collision, and he was like mostly on Ring of Honor for that while. That was when they were kind of doing their little thing. So yeah, I remember all that. I remember that being a thing.
Okay.
So it's okay, that checks. So yeah, that's why there's that history there. But I couldn't tell you much about it because I don't watch Ring of Honor.
I know you don't. I know you
I'm
don't.
about to say you make it sound like you do.
Not really. I watch
You don't
clips. I watch clips.
You don't watch Ring of
I
Honor. He seen
watch
no motherfucking
clips.
clip.
I no dead ass. I be watching Leo Rush and how he be doing and that.
He hasn't watched Ring of Honor. He's watched Leo Rush.
That all right. Here we go. Anyway, so that was the buy-in, a very weak buy-in.
No. What else has happened in Ring of Honor?
Well, Sapling Ring of Honor. All right,
That doesn't have.
So we got Sammy Guevara, and we also have the what's his Mordos Beast Mordos. They have this current gimmick going on where now he's a lawyer, and he's actually going around as his somewhat his manager for Sammy Guevara. Okay, then Sammy Guevara actually had an opportunity which led him to go to AEW to challenge for the title. So that happened. And then we also have the current thing with John Morrison. He's bald and he's hanging out with the Eminem guys, the flamboyant guys. I can't remember Maximum. You know what I'm talking about? So they're doing a current thing together in Ring of Honor.
Well, I mean, they've been doing that.
But you asked me what were things that's going on in Ring of Honor, and I told you.
But yes,
No,
okay.
no. You didn't say specifically outside of. You said tell me what else is going on in Ring of Honor, and I told you.
The only one I can give you points for is the Beast Mortos and Sammy Guevara shit. But even then, you could have gotten that from easily just watching goddamn Collision. because they had that match with Darby Allin. So I will I will let bygones be bygones and be like, sure, you're watching Ring of Honor.
I said
Sure.
clips. I didn't say I was
Sure.
watching the product. I'm watching clips of the product.
Barely. No, you're watching
Anyway,
clips of the
we supposed to be talking about AEW. So AEW's Double or Nothing. So the first match of the night was Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR in a I Quit match that was also a street fight. And if Adam Copeland and Cage you
which
lose,
you can just call an I quit match. Like I don't understand the street fight adding on piece. Wait, since when would it be anything else? It's an I quit match. Period. It's no street. No. It's not an I quit New York street fight. It's just an I quit match. It's just I quit.
to them apparently it was.
Uh, What is more? What is different when you look at all the past I
I'm
quit
not
matches?
saying that I'm
What is the
agreeing.
difference between
This
the
is
I quit
what
match we just saw?
this is what they did. This is AEW. AEW, you gotta remember these are the same motherfuckers that green light somebody being stabbed in the leg with a screwdriver. All right, so
Listen,
poor me.
I think someone just misread the cue cards because when you look at the match card, it just says I quit. When we got the announcement for the actual match, they did not say it was an I quit match. They called it just a street fight, which I'm just like, all right, all right, all right.
Either way, the match itself not a bad match. It was a match, not bad. I feel like the addition of Beth and all this of that it it wasn't needed. The Beth part wasn't really needed because I don't think she's really that big of a puzzle piece to the actual feud itself.
Yeah, she is. She's the reason why this took so long.
You know what? Because of the neck thing that did it, right? Was it
Yeah,
that? Okay, yeah, okay. I
she
had to remember
almost
that.
had to have neck surgery because of that shit.
I just remember that. I just remember that. But the match itself, I went in knowing that Adam Copeland and Cage were going to win because you put the I quit stipulation at one point, and then it was like, oh, and if you lose, you can never tag again. And I'm like, all right, now you come on, man. They're not gonna stop it now. They just started really getting the flow of being a tag again. You're gonna end it now? It's not happening.
So for me, as far as like which one I believed was going to happen, kind of thing, like to a small, I would say that they made it believable to a small degree that they could have actually lost, and then because then that would just put a hole into everything, kind of thing. Like there was the ability to suspend belief, at least in my opinion.
So who would have been the next opponents if FTR would have won?
If FTR would have won, fam, there is a big wide world of tag team people that we could explore. Like they easily could have found some number one contenders to figure out who's going to be next because there's plenty of tag teams on AEW. All right, just because you could also say exactly what you said for the outcome that we got now. It's like, okay, Edge and Christian won. Who the fuck are they fighting?
They could be fighting. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But a fresh reign, it kind of gives you like, okay, there's so many possibilities. Who's the first one? Rather than FTR, it's like, okay, well, if you beat them, who's next? You know, like, because like in most people in their reigns, like once you get to a certain point in the reign, it's now who is actually going to take the belt off of you.
No, I get that piece, which is why I'm like, overall, I figured that Edge and Christian was going. I'm sorry, Cope and Christian was going to win, but there was a possible doubt the fact that considering the fact that they are some old niggas. So it's like, maybe maybe this is their last hurrah, and they're like, all right, we're done. And then Christian and Edge, because that just because they can't team together doesn't mean they're done wrestling.
Mm.
Because then now Edge can go fight for the actual heavyweight title
No,
type thing. You know what I'm
no,
saying? Like,
no. I don't need to see him going for that belt.
why not?
Personally, I just don't feel like I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see that program because like it's weird because you have so many other people. Like I feel like AEW. I'm kind of tired of seeing people like Jericho winning the title right now. And while we have your MJFs, like I want y'all to start building up these new people, and to put somebody like a Copeland back on there when Copeland is not really moving the needle. No offense, I just personally don't see it. Now, somebody could say the same argument when it comes to CM Punk, but like CM Punk moves the fucking needle. So like him being a champion, I could still see that because he has a lot more to bring to the table as a champion rather than Copeland. But that's just me personally.
Damn, that's crazy because a lot of people would say the exact opposite.
I don't know who they are.
I guess you're not a cope head, is you, huh? Just
No, I'm an edge head.
like, I mean, so for me, when it comes to Edge and the heavyweight title, I feel as if I don't think there'd be anything wrong with Edge being in the heavyweight title picture.
He
However,
has to be a heel. His title reigns are only good when he's a heel.
but when you look at the upper echelon of AEW, like most of the upper echelon is heel.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, for me to go into a title reign, because like you need that asshole Edge as your champion, like a babyface Edge champion, like excuse me, babyface Copeland champ.
Man,
You'll be saying the same thing that you've been saying about Darby Allin's reign with Copeland's.
Oh no, not at all. Nah,
So
nah,
you
I
think
would
so?
not
You
say
see?
that.
Okay, okay. So because in a
You know
situation,
why?
why?
Because Copeland is and has always been a main eventer. All right. Darby Allen has not. And I was going to get to this when we got to that match. But when you really look at this title, who the fuck did Darby Allen beat? He beat Takeshita. All right. It's one man.
He had 8 defenses, but you talk about like as
Against
star
a bunch
power.
of,
You talk about star power
but
wise. Okay.
against a but if those 8 defenses would have had niggas like Kenny Omega,
I'm
Strickland,
trying to remember who the other ones were. Hold on. Darby.
Brody Lee was in there. I'm sorry, Brody King was in there, but Brody King, he's not quite main eventer. He is a main event jobber in my eyes right
Mhm.
now. So it's like he kind of counts, but everybody else, no.
So,
Go ahead, rattle them off.
all right. So the first one was. Ain't no way he defended these titles. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I was like, ain't no way in hell that nigga defended those against us. So the first one was he beat MJF,
Yeah,
Tommaso Ciampa,
mid card,
Brody King, Kevin
mid
Knight,
card, mid card,
uh, Pac,
mid card,
Takesha, Sammy,
almost main eventer.
Sammy Guevara, and Mike Bailey.
Sammy Guevara, jobber.
And
Mike Bailey, mid card.
Yo, all right, man.
Now, if we would have said something like
yeah.
Andrade, oh,
Andrade's a Mick
oh,
Carter.
no, he's in the upper main event. But if we had like Andrade, Swerve, fucking Kenny Omega,
Actually, I thought that was going to be the outcome of
uh,
the Owen Hart joint.
what's his name? Moxley. You know what I'm saying?
They were
Fucking
all too occupied to fight that.
if like a goddamn the Billy Goat himself. Like these are main event motherfuckers, bro. These are main eventers. These are AEW top of the line, cream de la creme motherfuckers. Okay, that's what those guys are.
And Copeland would have probably been doing the same shit, fighting against fucking Mick Carters.
See, that's on booking. Copeland is not a mid card, or at least he's not supposed to be. Copeland and Christian,
Mid carders currently.
they're mid carders because they're going for the tag team titles. But in their respect, like when they were separate,
Oh, but here's the thing, and that's not fair if you're putting that situation because Copeland has had reasons to be main event, and Darby is still becoming the main event. So that's not really a fair say to put those situations there, man. You can't really do that.
so what you're saying is unfair to compare. I was never comparing Cope to Darb.
I'm just saying. Well, okay, when I was comparing it though, I was comparing it as the matches you are going to get
Who would have
are
a
going to
better
be
time?
pointless matches.
So so now that goes up to two things, because right now in wrestling in general there's a very horrible pandemic going on that's called open challenge wrestling,
Yeah.
and that has been poisoning the field for a very long time. All of the freaking companies are having a really bad problem finding the vaccine to cure this disease, but it's like Darby Allin's reign, though was impressive and fun to watch, it was all mid card guys who should be fighting for like the TBS title. As a matter of fact, one of them was the TBS champion who was fighting for the heavyweight title. Now, when I look at Edge, Mr. Cope over here, if Cope if Cope was a champion, they would put him up against the main event people because Cope is a main eventer.
And okay, so again, with that logic, then that means it's a matter of booking. That's what it is. It's not even just the main event because they could have put Darby against a Will Ospreay. They could have put him against a Swerve, but booking wise, they chose not to. So kind of honestly, for what it sounds like, this was a here damn title reign.
For Darby,
Mm-hmm.
oh, uh, oh, you didn't know?
I mean,
You were unaware? You just figured this out, my guy? Did
well,
this just dawn on
no,
you?
I was hoping that if he got this win tonight, then it would be the stepping point of okay, maybe this is not a here damn reign.
No, 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 no. This was definitely that fun. This was one could almost say this was a transitional championship reign.
How would that be the case when he lost it to the nigga he just he took it for the nigga he just lost it to?
Ain't that transitional?
Well, no, transitional to me, honestly, is you are transitioning it to somebody else. He just took it back.
Oh, okay. Then that would make him worse than transitional. He was just
Here, damn,
he was a placeholder champion.
pretty much.
If that's
I
the
think
case.
maybe I think I don't remember what happened during that time for MJF that would
Nothing.
made him step away.
Well,
I think he was like doing acting or something like that. Maybe
I don't think he
I
was.
think I know he's been trying to.
Most people said that he was. Like when he lost the belt, everyone's all like, "Oh, he must be going to make a movie or something." Which I don't think he went to go make a movie, to my knowledge. Maybe he did,
Mm.
but regardless of the fact, as far as bringing it back to the tag team championship match, right? Overall, to me, Cope and Christian and the FTR, I think this was ultimately like an a long overdue.
Real quick, shout outs to Cool Joe. Thank you, appreciate you. We're gonna keep grinding out here.
Oh,
Somebody in the comment section said keep grinding, guys.
I appreciate that. But yeah, it's like I think what made this match, like, the match was fine. There wasn't anything too crazy. I wouldn't say there was anything too crazy about it. Outside of the fact that they did do the Mick Foley set the table on fire spot, so that was fun. That was cool since Mick
There was
Foley
a
was
lot
there.
of homages to people tonight. I mean, Eddie Guerrero, Mick Foley, because even Darby Allin does a Mick Foley thing. So there was a lot of like paying homage to people. I mean, shit, Tekla looks like Luna tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Which, but I also, I mean, Grant though, with that, Grant, she was looking extra Luna
Yeah,
tonight,
like she wore
but
her
like,
gear tonight. I don't think she
but
normally wears her
but she's very
Luna
Luna
adjacent.
Luna coded.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Cody.
saying? Now, and when it comes actually, because we didn't bring it up, but like Mick Foley did give ooh, that's that, and that still was the because Mick Foley when he was out there, they did have because in the little pre-show because
Yeah, he did kick
we
her in the
didn't bring
nuts.
it up the whole Mick Foley and MJF interaction. I thought that was great. As a matter of fact, because of the way that I know that this was supposed to be set up, because like the first like what that first hour is like free, so you can watch it on regular TV. I really liked how they did the whole thing where they're in the ring talking, and then then MJF comes out there and confronts Mick Foley, and then Darby Allin comes out there afterwards. I thought that was very smart on there
Yeah, it definitely was.
to like try and draw
it
you in to
it
want to
felt
watch the pay
it
per view.
felt very Sunday Night Heat because remember when like The Rock used to do stuff like that? Like he'll beat up Austin, and then their matches later on tonight, but
Yeah,
he's softening him up for the match.
yes,
Yeah,
that was a really good touch for them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Back to
as
the Adam
far as
Cole
the
match.
tag
Yes,
as far as the tag match goes,
it
like
was a match.
I think it was I think it was fine, and it was also I think it was a good match to have. It was way long overdue, and I'm glad that this part of this whole feud is done because now they're going to go their separate ways. FTRs hopefully will fade off into the sunset for a while, and I'll ask you again. So who is Cope and Christian? Who's the next tag team for them?
So the next tag team. So I had to think about it for a second. It's probably the first one might be the goddamn Death Riders because they technically have heat with them.
Do they?
I mean, there was a point where Moxley was beefing with Edge, up Copeland. And remember that's how he brought out Spike.
Oh yeah, that's right. That did happen.
That might be a thing. Well,
But
let's
the
start.
Death Riders are good guys now.
Yeah, but as you can see with the Will Ospreay shit, um, excuse me, not Will Ospreay, but who was it that? Yeah, technically it was Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay came back with a vengeance, say, "I'm gonna mess y'all up, but we're good guys now." Okay, you're good guys now. Let me join you. I don't know. Maybe they might do that same shit to them.
All right, now you just talk stupid. What's the next match?
Um, let me
now you
see.
just saying dumb shit,
Let me
bro.
see.
You were really just saying some dumb shit right now.
Let me see the
Like
car thing now.
it must be the
Nah, it's not even
late night
that.
bothering you
It,
right now
it's
because
because it's. Let me go back to it again.
I thought you said you knew,
I
nigga.
did. I'm just trying to see who was on the car next. So it was the.
Because I don't remember
I
what the
think
order
I could have
was.
sworn it was the Athena and Mina match next. Yeah, it was Athena and Mina Shafir. I mean Shafir. Excuse me. Um,
I mean, the order isn't too important because each match on this card was a fully isolated incident on its own.
yes.
So it's like regardless of which order you go with. But so Athena versus Shirakawa is the one that we're going with, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um
It sucks for Willow that she got injured and was not able to do this match.
well she wasn't in this one.
She
She
was.
she was in the tournament, but her match is against Wings.
So then, what?
This was always
Oh, okay.
this was always a thing.
No, this I'm thinking of the other situation. Sorry, somebody else who took her spot. I don't know why I thought it was this match with Athena being put in there.
No, no,
Okay.
no. Athena was always here.
Okay.
So was Shirakawa.
Okay. Well, with this match though, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It
So
was fun.
something we was talking about, and we were going on about how Athena is about to beat Roman Reigns' record for holding this title.
Yep.
And one of the unfortunate bits in my mind, and as far as I see it, is the fact that it's like she has this belt that nobody cares about. No one cares about the women's Ring of Honor championship title. Though this man has been watching clips, he has no idea who she's been facing for this title. She's the forever champion, but fighting against who? And it's like, though she is the forever champion, like what was it? The last big thing that she did that was kind of sort of important with her was when she was going to team up with Mercedes. And then prior to that was when she fought Mercedes in the tournament that she's currently in right now. And she lost that while she was still the women's champion, might I add. And it's just like Athena is so good, but like she's holding a nothing title. Like the way I described it is like Athena is, comparably speaking, Athena is Vegeta and she is the prince or the princess of all Saiyans. Ain't much to be a princess of when there's only like a
Two of them,
handful of Saiyans that are
like
alive.
two or three of them left, pure ones to be exact.
That are, that so it's like it's a dead title. It's a title that holds no weight. Freaking Ring of Honor, promotion wise, is like, granted, Ring of Honor does have great wrestlers that are there, whoever they are, because I don't watch. But it's like, though they have great wrestlers that are there, it's like Ring of Honor is like the
You said the evolved
if
for
yeah, I was about to
WWE.
say, if AEW is going up against NXT, then Ring of Honor is what Evolve is for WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever tuned into Evolve?
More than I did for Ring of Honor, I'll tell you that.
And let's talk about some highlights to the match.
I mean, that O face was crazy at the end.
Oh yeah, no, that was crisp. She swagged on that motherfucker in the air.
It's crazy because I'm like, I I like both of these girls, but I like Mina a whole lot better for a lot of different reasons. And she does not win matches, man. It hurts me. Like literally, like the
Is she
last.
Pina? Like Penn Ballard?
No, I mean, let me put. I'm not gonna call her that
I'm not either. I just want to.
because
I just want to fuck
because
with you. I just want to fuck with you, bro.
bro, you fucking yourself over there on that one.
I don't give a fuck.
You,
I stand on 10 toes, bro.
yeah, you stand 10 toes on Pina.
Yo,
Hey, that's you. That's all you, brother. That's all you, brother. Over here standing 10 toes on Pina. All right.
uh, no Diddy. Anyway, so with this match, like we said before, yeah, she's not winning. She's like every time we do see her in the ring, she is taking a pin. She is getting her ass kicked. I don't know if she's just a gluten for this punishment, but like, what is going on?
I don't know, but like at least she looks beautiful doing it. I
I mean
guess it
that's the
matters.
one thing she's always winning in. She's winning in that department.
Listen, hey, look, to be Tony Storm, right?
Literally.
But I mean, like the match at least was good. It's and that's a lot of these matches that happened tonight, especially these like some of these couple of matches that we do get, where it's like you go into it and you're like, I mean, I don't care too much, but like as you're watching the match, I'm like, oh, at least I'm sports entertained. Like this match is at least good, so I'm interested and entertained by what I'm watching. But it's like going into the match, when you look at Shirakawa's track record, you know she's taking the L. So it's like
Unfortunately.
maybe if she won some matches going, because what was the last match that she was in prior to this? Whatever it was, actually, because I
I
don't.
think it was a Ring of Honor one though.
Oh, then I don't remember
I
that
can't
one.
remember. I honestly personally
If
don't
she was
remember.
in a Ring of Honor match, I don't know what that one was. But I know the last match she was on Dynamite. Not only did she lose, it was like a multi-person match, and not only did she lose, she was the one who got pinned. So it's like, poor girl.
That's her.
They just pinned the fuck out of her. But hey, she maybe they'll finally throw her a bone or something. Maybe she'll get the
Forever title.
forever title.
Will it be a forever title at that point? Would it be a no title at that point?
I don't know. I mean, the last title that she had, which this is how much I'm like, I don't know why they dog her so bad. They gave her a Ring of Honor title. Like it was like the Ring
The
of Honor TV
TV one?
title.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she didn't even have a match for it. They were just like, here, you can have this. And then Mercedes shows up and like, give
Takes
me
it
that.
the next night.
She never saw it again. This is the last time she saw gold. It's it's unfortunate. Justice needs to be done for her.
um, so we could probably go right into because the next one was the Takeshita versus Okada, and that matchup was pretty crazy. It was the match we should have got so long ago.
Yeah, it was. It's a match that we should have had at least like 4 or 5 months ago. But consolation prize to them, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Drawing this whole feud out for so long.
Hmm.
At least they delivered on it, and the match was really good.
Oh, the match was excellent. The match was great storytelling for Okada's sake because as you had those moments where he's looking down at Takeshi and he's just like, I just did that, yeah.
Listen, listen, Okada with his shit eating grin, just like he does the whole foot on chest pin, and then he kicks out, and there's just like one clip where it's like it shows Takeshita, and he's just like he's furious, and you just see Okada
Yeah, I did that shit, nigga.
like just that was great, and honestly, like from start to finish with everything with this match, because like even with how it ended, which is something I do have to give praise to AEW for because this is like the first time in a very long time that they've done something like this like so blatantly. But it's like for a couple of these matches and this one being like the first one of it, there is a solid situation that happens at the end that has you be like, oh shit, now I gotta watch Dynamite to see what the fuck is about to happen with all of this.
Yeah.
Because at the end of this match, it is Don Callis and all of them looking like they are actively about to boot him out of the team. And then the Pro Star shows up looking like what were y'all calling the
The
gay
gay.
kingpin? You know, the twink kingpin
That's
apparently.
that's what that's what my girlfriend said. I didn't say that part. I
Okay.
just said gay camping.
I mean, Twink Kingpin almost makes more
More
sense
sense.
to
It does.
me.
It does.
More so because the fact of Kingpin's a big ass motherfucker. He's a sumo nigga where he is not. But comparably, he fits in. Compared to Kingpin, yes, he is definitely Twink Kingpin. But needless to say, he comes out there with his suit on. That's like with the pink accents and all this shit. And long story short of it, he goes in there and he acts like he's gonna save Takeshita, and he doesn't. Clotheslines him, beats him up, and all that good stuff. And so hits him in the face with the title. So now this match happens and we are specifically, from what it seems like, we
Moving
are
on.
moving on from the whole Okada and Takeshita
You
thing,
finally got your match, guys. That's what they said.
which is crazy because it was like, yeah, here's your match. We did it. and we're not going to go back to it. We're moving on. We're just going to push forward,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine because they've literally dragged this through the fucking mud forever and forever now. But now we're looking at the Protostar going up against Takeshka, and at least that's how they're kind of setting it up right now. But hey, Takeshka's a good boy now, and he's babyface at this point. He's now been unceremoniously dumped out of the Don Callis family. Very Kenny Omega like.
Very much so.
But yeah, now hopefully we can see Takeshka flourish. Hopefully, like after this bit between him and Kyle, like however it ends up going, whether he keeps the title or he tries to end up dropping it to Kyle Fletcher or what have you, like I feel as if this is the moment where we can get Takeshka in that main event scene because that's where the fuck he
No,
needs to
that's
be.
gonna be Kyle Fletcher.
So Kyle Fletcher was supposed to be the main event scene all that time ago when he was fighting Hangman Page for the title, and they they overfemied it a little bit, where it was all like, okay, we got him there. I don't know what we're gonna do with him here.
We're gonna give him TNT
Give
title.
him the TNT title and keep him on Collision. And he went from being white hot to relatively cold again,
I mean, but he came back and he's white hot again because the audience loves some Kyle Fletcher.
which is great. I wish Darby Allin was that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nonetheless, you know that
Just right in that bitch, bro.
listen, it was a great match. Like literally during that match, I remember saying the fact like I was like, yeah, they're fucking going New Japan style in this bitch. Like they was telling a story in the ring. Look at that shit. Like, good job, good job, good job.
Exactly what they were doing.
Solid match. But then again, I don't think there was a match that wasn't a solid match tonight.
Yeah, there wasn't really any like, oh, that was a bummer. I mean, there were some spots that were like, ooh, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. But like the rest of the matches, top notch. Everything. There was a lot of heel turns. That's why I'm wearing the shirt tonight. There's a lot of heel turns. Next up, we can go ahead and talk. We might as well just go ahead and talk about. Let's see. The next thing we can talk about is the Samoa Joe and then the Bandito. And we can talk about the Will Ospreay, Samoa Joe, and then we can talk about Bandito and Swerve. So, Will Ospreay versus Samoa Joe. Out the gate, Will Ospreay, he showcased that he had this killer instinct as they thought they were showcasing, but to us, that's just Will. That's normal Will Ospreay, right? He gets in the ring, he showcases that he's here, he's mentally there. And as Samoa Joe comes down to the ring, he's just get ready to get into the ring, get ready for fight. He immediately gets attacked by Will Ospreay, and he just shows this level of intensity that does make it seem like he's been hanging around with the Death Riders. I find it funny. He said it himself. He was like, "Yo, the Death Riders made me what I'm actually supposed to be, a fucking assassin." And I'm like, "Yeah,
I'll
I
be
guess."
honest, I don't see it.
I was like, "Yeah, I guess."
I don't. Will Osprey is not acting any different than what he's been acting. Now, maybe it's because it's still early, but it's like it's almost as if like they're trying to. It's like they're making Will Osprey something that he's not. Because it's like because I brought this up when we was talking about when we was talking about earlier. It's like last show, you know, Renee is out there talking about how like because what was it? He submitted somebody the last his prior match. So when he had his match on Dynamite or Dynamite Collision, it's like Renee's talking about how like yeah he's got this new name for this submission that he does because it's supposed to represent what the Death Riders training did for him and da 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 and all this other stuff. And then the match happens and it's just normal Will Ospreay doing normal Will Ospreay shit, and he wins without doing the submission move not once.
Nope.
And so it was just like, what was
What
So
was
was
the
that?
story you was trying to tell us?
Yeah, what were you trying to like? What was the point you were trying to get across? And then it's like tonight, like him being slightly more aggressive. I can't really say that he was being slightly more aggressive. Maybe he was. Maybe I'm misinterpreting Osprey's aggression, but to me, it just it just felt like Will Osprey went out there and did normal, and we didn't see this submission move again tonight. So it's all like
Maybe it's a secret weapon.
I feel as if using a secret weapon against Samoa Joe would be very necessary.
You know what? You have a point.
Like however, hindsight being 2020, I'm kind of glad they did it because if Samoa Joe would have tapped out to Will Osprey, at that point I'm like, okay, so Samoa Joe's done. Oh,
He retired.
he's going home. Like,
He's not pulling a Brock Lesnar.
cause making Samoa Joe tap to a Will Osprey, that's crazy. Niggas would lose their shit. There's a couple of specific guys I know who would be besides themselves to see someone like a non-submissionist Will Osprey tap out a fuck. But outside of this weird story that they're trying to tell with Will Osprey and the Death Riders, because the Death Riders came out there too and they're like supporting them, like, hey, let's watch our guy. They're in the crowd with everybody, which funny enough was after the John Moxley match,
Literally.
kind of thing. And so it's like, they're all like, yeah, look at our protege. But it's like, and then it's one of those deals where it's like everyone's it's like when you really look at the situation, it's like, why aren't we siding with Samoa Joe? Samoa Joe did nothing wrong here. Like everyone, like Samoa Joe is being looked at as the bad guy when literally Samoa Joe was in the trenches with Will Osprey, getting his neck stomped on with a chair. Like, if anything, Samoa Joe has absolute valid reasons to be crashing out the way that he is in regards to Will Osprey. Will Osprey is actually the bad guy in this situation, but hey,
For those who don't remember, like he was saying before, Samoa Joe, whenever AEW as a locker room were trying to get the title back from Death Riders, Will Ospreay and Samoa Joe were at moments where they were trying to stop and at least help Hangman Adam Page. And Samoa Joe threw his neck out there, and that is the reasoning why the feud is even a thing. Because it's like, bro, why would you? I threw my neck out there for you, and now you join them? The fuck is wrong with you? So there is that.
yeah, but Billy Goat wins because he's gonna win the tournament overall. So,
Yeah.
like, of course, he's gonna beat Samoa Joe. At least they made Samoa Joe look good on the outs. Took two hidden blades to take him out and all that shit. So, I mean, it is what it is. God damn it! How do I keep on?
Bro, you stay butt dialing that. Hey, that's not even a butt dial this time. Hey, yo,
Hey,
Antonio.
I hear you, Antro. Hey. This wasn't supposed to happen. I was literally reading the message that you sent, and then I guess while I'm also doing the podcast, I called you. My fault, fam. I I will speak with you later. We're live talking about the AEW pay per view.
Bro,
Hi, brother. Bye.
that's crazy.
There we go.
But yes, the Billy Goat wins. He's advancing into the Owen Hart tournament. So from there, we even got the Bandito versus Swerve Strickland match, and they actually tried to build a story with this, which, as Swag mentioned as we was watching it, Swerve stated he wants power, And unless he was talking about the power of getting the AEW title back, that is power. But Swag was like, what power is he gaining from beating Bandito? And I didn't think about it till later on, was maybe because he's a stepping stone for him to get that power by getting the AEW title, because the winner of the Owen Hart tournament gets a title shot.
So that's fair, and I will allow myself to just go with that thought process. The only reason why it made me question was because when you really think way back when that whole, they're in the Wild Wild West area and he's throwing these cats around and he picks up the wanted poster and he's talked about wanting all this power and everything. That at that time completely disconnected from the Owen Hart tournament.
Mm-hmm.
The Owen Hart tournament haven't even been discussed yet,
Mm-hmm.
like what the brackets were or anything else. We just at that time we just knew Swerve is coming back and he wants to fight Bandito for some fucking reason. And then, hey, Owen Hart tournament. Hey, you know what? That whole thing that's because they're gonna fight each other in the Owen Hart tournament. Sorry, we forgot to tell you that. And so you saying that opens my eye enough where I'm like, you know what? That's gonna be my kayfabe at least. You know what I'm saying? Like AEW didn't say anything, but that makes enough sense for me to allow that to be the current kayfabe.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Like, and that's some of the issues that AEW does. It's like we have to sit here and look at the story that they're trying to put together for us and be like, okay, maybe the point they're trying to get across is A, B, C, and D, right? Maybe, like, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? That's you know, okay, yeah, sure. You know what? I'll believe that, and for now, that's what I'll believe. We'll just believe that.
We'll also talk about the fact that Swerve came out in the Michael Jackson beaded jacket, and that was crazy. The outfit was crazy. To me, that was like, what? Okay.
I won't say it. I mean,
It was crazy, not in a bad way. I'm not saying that. It was just wasn't expected. He's always done like superheroes and everything, and
I wouldn't say it's crazy. I would almost say when you look at the things that he's done before,
mm-hmm.
this one was lazy.
Very much so. Yes,
Like like the Static Shock, the Green
that's what I'm
Lantern,
saying. Like superheroes and then
all
Michael
those
Jackson.
cool ones. Like he did that shit. But like if he was gonna do MJ, he could have fucking leaned into. He could have went a little more tilt.
He just,
Give me the fucking glove. You know what I'm saying? The fucking chest armor piece. The fucking what, not the invincible. What
Are you
outfit is
talking
that?
about?
When like the one iconic outfit where it's like with the gold and shit.
Oh yeah,
He does the fucking
the stand. Yeah,
the aura farming stand as
yeah.
people like to talk about. Yeah, like, he could have did something like that if you wanted to go full MJ,
Mm.
but I mean,
Either way, very athletic display on for Swerve. Like that was a spot where Bandito lifts him up over his shoulder and he puts him on his actual fucking shoulders, hits the house call, then hits the Swerve stomp. And granted, somehow that was a 2 count, but it was Swerve was just showing his athletic ability today.
I mean, I know which for me he had to, because when you're going up against Bandito, you gotta show the fuck out.
Mm,
Because if you don't, you look like a scrub.
okay.
And so, like, I think Bandito and Swerve had the match they needed to have.
Damn
Kind
near
of.
match of the night almost for me.
Yeah, no, it was pretty. It's up there. It's up there.
Definitely is up there.
It's definitely up there. Because everything about that match was crystal clear. I think my favorite part was the freaking off from the floor 21 plex.
Mhm.
Like usually he does it when they're like on like the second rope. Swerve was literally on the floor. He freaking hit the springboard and then like grabbed him off the floor, 21 plexed him, kind of thing. However, it was weird because he did it, but then it's like he acted like he had a fucking stinger because he's all like, and all this other stuff, and that which then allowed Swerve to rest up enough to not get the full 3 count and everything, which led to the ending of the match, which was Swerve winning. And so, but once again, as far as what we believe, this just sets up for the rest of the pay per view. Or I'm sorry, for the rest of the tournament, because at the end it's going to be Osprey versus Swerve. And so maybe by the time we get there, maybe Osprey will actually be a fucking assassin.
I think he would have to be to go against Swerve.
Well, yes. Oh no, he definitely will have to be, especially since Swerve is on his most dangerous man shit right now.
Yes.
And so it's like where I'm looking for this assassin, Swerve is already where he needs to fucking be. And because of what you said, I'm like, oh yeah, he's looking for power. So this is the step. Okay, well we'll go with that. I'm gonna go with that narrative because it makes sense. And whether or not if AEW actually meant for that to be what it is, or AEW did the usual put our foot in our mouths and we said that shit without realizing that we was going to do the other shit. But hey, you know what? I think it works. I think it works for me. It works for me. So Swerve going on to the next round is cool, and I think it's going to be Swerve versus Brody King.
I think that makes sense too, especially him being Bandito.
Yeah.
And so then next up we have the John Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. And this match story has always been built on the fact that Kyle O'Reilly has always had John Moxley's number from the ankle lock. And the fact that this match got into a a standoff situation with the ankle lock, I'm gonna give you a moment to kind of give your thoughts. I'm gonna step away real quick because I have to do something, but I'm gonna give you a moment to speak your thoughts. And one time I come back, you should be able to give your perspective on it as well.
Got it, got it. So here's the deal, you guys. Let me get a little in here for y'all while he's away. Um, this was not needed. The In my mind, the only reason why we had this match, the purpose that this match served was literally, hey, we have this big pay-per-view called Double or Nothing, and we don't have one of our main draws on it being John Moxley. How do we get John Moxley on this pay-per-view? Well, on the night, the Dynamite, prior to the pay-per-view, we have a match and we make him not lose, but it goes to a time limit draw eliminator match against a person who he was feuding with months ago. This feud was done. Like we were full on past this feud. Like if for them to dig this feud back up, it's like it was a cold, dead, buried feud. Like this was done. Like maybe it's just me. I don't think there's nothing really wrong with Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyle O'Reilly's cool, I guess, but like who who cares? For me, who cares on this match? Like no one asked for this match. There was no story for this match. It was just hey, we need Moxley to be on the pay-per-view, so we're gonna just we'll just do that. Yeah, yeah. And then for it to finish with the whole, like which is the other thing that confuses me is the fact that like we're still trying to figure out this whole situation on what are the Death Riders right now. Are they good guys? Are they bad guys? At this point, I'm guessing they're just guys and girls. Cause like this match happens, and then after the match happens, we shake hands. Like, hey, we're good. We're cool now. We're cool now. But that's weird for them to be cool, considering the fact that they're also because remember Kyle's part of the conglomeration. And right now, the conglomeration and the Death Riders are not friends. But then we have this match between these two guys, and now they're acting like friends. So it's just, I'm confused. I don't know what they're wanting us to feel. I don't know what they're wanting us to, like what's the process they're trying to like what's the story they're giving us here? Cuz it's like wrestling is based off of good guys versus bad guys. Bad guys will help other bad guys from time to time, but bad guys will also betray other bad guys. Why, where the good guys, they will fight each other because they're both trying to reach a certain particular goal. So sure, that's how we get good guys versus good guys. But when we have people like the Death Riders, where they are actively flip flopping from one to the other, then back to one, then back to the other. Like they're like actively pulling the Big Show stunt, but instead of it being over time, they're doing it by the week, and that it makes things so confusing. Now that all being said, this was one of those matches where it's all like you go into it like, yeah, I really don't care about it, but I'll watch. And then you watch it and you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, this is pretty nice. Well, these guys are kind of doing their thing. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I guess it was a good match. You know, it's like you go into it not caring about the match because there's nothing to care about. And then on top of it being nothing to care about, like when you look at the lay of the land, it's very, very predictable on who's going to win this. Because with the story that's going on, of course, John Moxley isn't going to just drop his title in the middle of this story of him looking like the fucking guru, giving, life lessons to Will Ospreay to be the assassin he wants to be, kind of thing. But it's like, there's it could be so much better, but at the end of the day, this was just to get John Moxley on the pay per view. That's it. Match was fine though. It started out real slow, but it was fine.
I mean, that's kind of stereotypical for most of Kyle O'Reilly's matches. I feel like he is a build up kind of wrestler, and whereas John Moxley is all gas. I mean, I think you even mentioned before parts of the match went in slow motion. It was really weird because it was really fast paced. It was like transitional moves that were happening, and it started moving in slow motion. And I'm thinking, yo, is it just me? Is that he's like, nah, that
Nah,
this shit is moving in most slow
they
motion.
are. I think one of the weirdest parts of the matches to me was when they were on the ground and John Moxley kind of sort of got up into like a standing ground and pound situation. And the punches, and this was because it wasn't just there, just the punches that John Moxley were throwing tonight were off. Like he's standing over him, and he's like
Oh yeah, like the rib
the
punches and stuff.
fucking
Yeah,
those baby cat
yeah,
rib punches.
yeah,
And then like there's the part when he has him up against the ropes, and he's like this, and he's just
yeah.
like
He's doing it. I'm like, bro, what is this going on?
like
Like he definitely wants to be a bar brawler as a wrestler, but that's not what it needs to be, bro.
like it's almost as if like Kyle's like, hey yo, take it easy on the punches. I'm actually in pain right now. And so he's like, all right, got you. And so, but like he does not know how to like pull his punches. And so he went from instead of just laying him in, he's out here like fucking oh
But I
man.
will say, I feel like the ending of the match, because you were talking about it, the ending of the match just really sucks because, yes, for Kyle O'Reilly, him putting Moxley in the ankle lock is the thing that was breaking Moxley. And for them to be in a double ankle lock situation, and with the person who I wouldn't say Kyle O'Reilly specializes in it, but he is a bit of a submission specialist. And for him to be put into an ankle lock by Moxley, and the reversal he did for the pin was like I see where the vision was, but you really had to just hold on to that ankle because the minute you went for that pin, you fucked yourself.
Yeah.
And he could have went for the rope because like he had enough momentum in his body to be able to spin around the fucking circle when there was a rope right in front of him, and then he just tapped out. And I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy. That the one thing, the build of the match, the actual angle of the match, you lose your weapon, like you lose by him using your weapon on him.
And I think the other piece that like also just now dawned on me because I'm thinking back to their past matches, and it's like because of the way that their past matches went and how like intense those matches were, how heavy the impacts were in the previous matches. It though this match was visually decent to watch compared to what they did prior when the story was actually happening and the story was actually there, as opposed to them just clear psst, bringing this story back to life after it had been cold for several months. It's like
Did you
this
just
was a
you just
fucking
try to
dud.
revive the match?
That's what they did. They
Oh
went
man.
back, opened up the coffin, and like, hey, let's revive this story from like several months ago. Clear. I put it out there.
And they cleared it actually. They legit cleared it.
Barely.
No, I'm saying like they cleared the match because you know that's part of booking.
Yeah, well, because I guess that was the only way they could get John Moxley on the pay per view.
I honestly, yeah, because there was nothing else going on, and John Moxley has to be on the pay per view. Like I don't think there's one pay per view that he's an active situation when he's not injured or anything else, and he's just not on the pay per view. He's on the pay per view. So then we have that match, and then from there we could actually talk about the Fatal Four Way, which was Tekla, Jamie Hayter, uh, Chris Statlander, and keep forgetting her name every time.
Shirakawa.
Shirakawa, yes. And interestingly enough, you know, we went into this and Swag saw it was like, oh,
Hold
she
on.
might be losing tonight.
The fact that you was like, yeah, sure. No, it's Sheeta. Jesus Christ.
Sheeta, oh,
We're fucking up. My
yeah, my bad. So but Sheeta, yes. So we went into the match originally. It was like at first, Swag was like, man, I mean, she might lose tonight because I think it was like something they showed in this display of her entrance and everything else. And with how many people are in a match, normally in a four-way match, this is kind of the time where the champ can lose the title without taking the pin. And that could have been the situation. But as this match goes, it wasn't a barn burner, but it also wasn't. This is awesome. It was great. It was like on that borderline, like ugh. It's there. There were certain moments where, to me, obviously Tekla shines in this match.
absolutely.
I still feel like Chris Statlander. I'm just like, man, I don't want to keep saying she's generic wrestler number seven, but like they keep putting her in matches where she has these friendship things, and she has this things with Sheeta suddenly in the match where just like with Willow Nightingale, oh, we have confrontation as friends, and it's just like, that's every time with her in the ring with somebody.
It's because well, I won't say it's because of this, but they don't know what to do with her. It's funny when she comes out to the ring, and it's like the Time Tron is displaying
Gorgeous.
her uh, uh,
Her name,
her name and everything. There was a point where you were talking about you're like, what is she
she,
doing a wasteland gimmick and all this other stuff?
yeah,
Because like you see, like it shows
Chris
Chris
Statlander.
Statlander, but then it's like it's got all this like this red dust, this red orange dust, and all this other stuff, and it looks like it's like a barren like desert type situation, and it's like no, it's not a wasteland, it's just Mars. It's
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's
and then
Mars.
once like made that character like, oh yeah, because she's the old alien thing. So she is still doing the alien thing, kind of outer space stuff, maybe, kind of.
I do miss old the version that I originally met with Statlander where she didn't talk and she was like an alien, and that was cool. because it's like, oh, okay, what kind of interesting thing would she do? And then now she's becoming more human and more human and more human, as if she was like, yo, in high school, I was really about aliens. But as an adult, I'm kind of just into space and I'm not really into aliens like that anymore.
She's only human.
After all.
Don't put the blame on she.
Either way, uh the match was pretty good. I don't know there weren't super highlights to talk about outside of
Tekla's looking fine as hell tonight.
Jamie
Jamie Hayter's
Hayter.
yams.
Yeah.
Fucking like no, honestly, like so like as far as this match goes, this match was fine. What hurt this match was the fact of like when you look at the build up going into this, it doesn't make sense how we got here.
Yeah, well, all four of the women. Yeah, it did
Like
not
it
make
doesn't
any
make
sense.
sense how we got here with all four of them. Cause like Tekla's out here fucking rocking everybody, whooping everybody's ass. And then it's like the only two people who really had anything that was kind of going on in this match was Sheeta and goddamn
Chris.
and Chris Statlander. Because but even then, the thing that they got going on just kind of like happened. It's like, like snap your finger, boom. Oh, so they're teaming up with each other and they have this weird dichotomy of like they're kind of friends, but they're not. Okay, cool. But when did that start happening? Like
Literally.
why are they like that? Why is Chris Statlander so angry right now? Why is she so touchy? Why does she feel this way? And then it's like everyone's saying the fact that like you can't trust Sheeta. I'm like, since when could we not trust Sheeta? When Sheeta was here last I
She
remember,
was a
she
face.
was yeah, she was a face.
I don't ever
She
think she
was
was.
very
Yeah, I
trustworthy.
don't think she was ever a heel at any point in time.
No, not that I
I think
saw.
maybe her last reign she was a heel, but every other presentation was a face.
I don't. Well,
I'm gonna have
if
to
that's
look
the
back.
case.
Something tells me that maybe that might have been what happened.
I mean, listen. If whoever's those who look at this sound off in the comments, let us know if we're missing something. Because something is missing. But at the end of the day, AEWs were the best wrestlers, so there was great wrestling matches. This was a good wrestling
Yes,
match. It
it
was
was.
fine. They were all extremely beautiful looking tonight, but the right women won. We need to continue on with this Tekla reign because Tekla is a great women's champion. It's just that they're not giving her great matches.
You know what? And honestly, they're making her a great champion who doesn't need her faction in her matches. Because every other heel in a situation, their lackeys would be there every 2 seconds to keep the title there. We don't see them girls ever.
I mean, we do
But normally it's at the end of a match. Like they're
like
walking
they,
her to the back.
yeah, they're still there,
They're just never
but
interrupting.
it's one of those things like they're there and but what you are saying is true. They're making Tekla now granted I will also say Tekla, she's not like she don't be winning like squeaky clean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Like
like,
she throws a little dirt and shit,
yeah.
but I do agree and I do like the fact that they are making Tekla look like someone who can win her own matches. So it's like she doesn't need her lackeys, but she has them when she needs them to be there. I also do find it hilarious. It's still hilarious how like Tekla just completely took the team because the team Julia was originally the leader, and then they brought Tekla in, and then all of a sudden Tekla went like, "Hey, yo, Julia, sit your ass down."
I mean, because Tekla is the star, and as Julia, she is fine as hell, but she is not the leader.
she was.
Now, but she's not leader when Tekla's there. Now I won't see that.
I mean, correct. Tekla.
Tekla looks.
Tekla did the German thing and took over. You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully. So,
Next match is the Stadium Stampede. So let's talk about how lackluster this was. The Stadium Stampede includes the following: is Jericho, the Elite, and the Hurt Syndicate, and Jack Perry. Well, Jack Perry is technically part of the Elite.
and Kenny Omega.
Well, that's the Elite. Uh, and then you have the Demand. We have the Dogs. We have Andrade. That's it, right?
Yeah, Demand Dogs, Andrade, and well, you could say the Don Callis family because that's it's Andrade and oh man, what's his name?
Mike Days.
Yeah, there you go,
Yeah. So
Davis.
yeah, this is Don Callis family. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But so for every other Stadium Stampede, it's normally shenanigans throughout. The first one they actually did it in a stadium with no people in it. I think that may have been because of the pandemic.
Yes.
Pardon me, yo. And I missed that because that was fun, and especially when they made their game, they based it off that. So the other ones they weren't like it, but they were kind of similar. I remember the last time when it was the Combat Club versus the Elite. Pretty much, it was crazy, and they're fighting out through the arena, and there was multiple cameras on people. But this one was the largest one they've ever had, and as Swag said, and I do agree after he said it, there was too many niggas in this match. Tony Khan said, "All my niggas gonna eat tonight." That is what he said. All my niggas will eat. They will. It's double or nothing. You all eat.
Sure.
Damn near the whole roster.
This was another case of hey, I'm paying these guys a lot of money. I need all of them to be on the show so that people will buy tickets to show up because people want to see the Hurt Syndicate. People want to see the Hurt Syndicate. You know what I'm saying? So like, I it makes sense.
Not even the Elite nigga, not Tony, not Kenny Omega.
Sure, Kenny Omega in the Hurt Syndicate. So it's like it was a big spot fest. All right, like it was like out of all the things that happened tonight, this was kind of bottom of the barrel for me. It was
This definitely was the bottom of the barrel
it was
matches.
bottom of the barrel, but at the same time, you can say that
Entertaining.
it was fun.
It's entertaining because
Uh,
Leo Rush. That spot was fun. The food fight spot was fun.
Honestly, that was the biggest for me. That was like the biggest
That was pop.
pop
That was pop.
of the whole thing. Like the
It's
fact that
fine.
you
It's
just like,
fine.
and it was because like it's Bobby Lashley. He's like he's sitting there. It's like he's like looking around, and all of a sudden he gets this look on his face, and then the camera pans out, and it's Leo Rush looking at him, and he's just talking this nonsense, and it's just like, oh, that's interesting. And then he goes to like, what was it? I think it's the one that it was totally on. And he like tries to go after him, and then he bites his hand. And
That was Mike Davis.
was that Mike Davis?
Yeah, big bro.
No, he was fighting the one with the long hair, part of
Oh yeah, sorry, them two big motherfuckers.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
totally
yeah, yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like he jumps on his back and they go on out, and it's like that was great, that was fun because Leo Rush is a hot topic right now. So cool, okay, got it. But then it's like in the beginning though, they do the everyone in a group, someone's gonna jump out. Oh, wipe out. All right, everyone get back up. Get in the group again. Now he's gonna jump. Oh, wipe out. All right, now it's the Jacksons' turn to. All right, get up in a group. Jump over the ropes. Oh, Tope Suicide wipe out. All three of them. Oh, Shelton's turn. All right, get up in a group. Everyone get up, get up, get up. Oh, wipe out. That was
Wait, Kenny. Oh, wipe out.
so many Chris Jericho off the top of the like they did the same fucking spot goddamn 9 times. I'm just like, okay, guys.
Ricochet, we forgot about the Ricochet one too. He did shooting star press.
Fuck yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like they did that. It is what killed me is like, it's in the exact same spot. They're in the freaking walkway. Like they stood in the walkway and they did this for like 5 minutes. Just everyone. Okay, now you get in the ring and jump. All right, cool. Now you get in the ring and you jump. All right, now you get in the ring. It was just like, come on, guys, come. Did y'all really have nothing else planned? Like, but with the way that this match is and the way
Spot
that it
fest.
went, it's one of those things where it doesn't do any good to like really judge it. Like it's just this was just the goof off shit. You know, and then of course at the end they do the thing where the whole team jumps Ricochet.
Like literally, everybody hits their finishers. Everybody.
But then at the very end, his partner comes in there and breaks it up and takes the last couple of finishes and gets pinned instead of Ricochet.
Which I find funny is that Jericho was going for the Judas effect like this. When the Judas effect is a spinning back.
Yeah, he kind of like messed that juice
Yeah, it
effect.
was it was really.
He kind of hit it
I
weird.
think it was purposely trying to make sure he was looking for homeboy.
And it was kind of he kind of hit it weird, but like I mean, listen, Stadium Stampede, Anarchy in Arena, whatever you want to call this match, it was all right. It was what it was, and it did what it was supposed to do, which was get everybody else who wasn't John Moxley on the card, and you know,
God damn. To me, it just didn't deliver. The thing when you got a match like a Stadium Stampede, I'm expecting. All right, this is the thing about AEW is always everybody says you get different styles of wrestling all around. You get your technical, you get your death match, you get your shenanigans, you get your I was about to say story driven. I,
you wish, boy.
you said I said just stop myself. I literally censored myself.
That's what we're looking
The
for.
story gods in me just possessed me and said, "Nigga, don't say that." Uh, but everything you get every form of wrestling in this promotion. This was one of those turn your fucking brain off and just
Yeah, that part.
yeah. Any logic, just throw that shit out the window, my nigga.
Don't throw it out and just watch. Just watch. Let the things happen and let it go by.
Yeah,
Needless to say, Team Jericho.
my nigga. There was a spot where instead of using anything like a thumbtacks, they used tennis balls to
Yo,
represent
yeah, the
balls.
tennis balls thing.
And then Jericho misses the fucking balls.
Yeah, he didn't land on this.
And then they redid the spot just so that way Ricochet was it Jericho can land on the balls. It was like, all right,
Yeah.
all right. There was too many SpongeBob references in this bitch. Bald, my eyes. Having ass motherfuckers. They really want to see bald ass niggas. And if that dread dude don't come out to the ring and start singing the song, I don't care. But
Singing what song?
the bald nigga. It's a dreadhead that is got.
You know what's funny? As much as I've heard that song, I have no idea who sings. Like, if you were to tell, if gun to my head, who's the artist that sung that song?
I don't know.
I'm
Neither.
dead.
I know what he looks like.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he actually has a music video for bald nigga.
Honestly, I thought he was so. I thought it was a bald guy singing the song
But
with
he be
glasses.
roasted on himself. Boy, you look like a tennis ball. Boy, you look like Michael Jordan.
I mean, I've seen crazier shit. I mean, we literally watched AEW. That's-
Last match of the night. Let's go ahead and talk about this because, boy, it's an interesting outcome for this match. Is Darby Allin versus MJF, and man, at first I was like, all right, man, MJF's winning this. And then we had Mick Foley come up in the beginning of the night, which to me, honestly, Mick Foley's appearance in this show, boy, that man was glazing AEW. Like, bruh,
well, of
we
course he
understand you
was.
don't fuck with WWE because they fuck with Trump right now, but like, bruh, This nigga was like I stopped watching wrestling. You motherfuckers is the reason why I started watching wrestling. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
See, I must have missed all that part.
Yeah, he said that in the fuck, bro. In the beginning of the show, it was literally every moment they had an opportunity to put Mick on screen. Was Mick? Why did you start watching AEW? Man, I stopped watching wrestling for a while. Man, you can literally go on Twitter. You can go on X and see he made comments about shit that happens in WWE. Okay,
So I think because like so the one part that I did here because I started watching this part late. The one big glaze that I saw was
this is the best night of my life.
that one.
I was
When he
like,
was
yeah, I was like, nigga,
it's
yo,
like I
yo,
think this is going to be one of the best pay-per-views I have ever witnessed.
yo.
And I was just like, Mick Foley, shut
Yo,
your
bitch
ass,
ass
bro.
up. No, you gotta put bitch ass in there.
I respect him too much to put that in there. But Mick Foley, shut your ass, bro. I get it. You get in the bag right
You just
now. You
over
know what
there.
I'm saying? But like, I mean, sure, we could give him the benefit of the doubt because he said one of. He didn't say it was
I
the.
thought I heard the.
No, he said, this is going to be one of the greatest wrestling pay per
No, I'm
views I
talking about
ever
one of the best. This
witnessed.
best night of my life. Like I think he said that
Now,
shit.
now, with that part, because I didn't hear that one, but I heard the fact like he was she would mention something about like tonight's pay per view was like I think this is going to be one of the best pay per views I've ever seen type
And I
situation.
was like,
Like
my
he,
nigga, so you weren't in the Royal Rumble 2000 with Chris with the Triple H, and you having one
listen,
of the best
the,
pay per views ever.
the scapegoat of the phrase is one of. Listen,
Nah.
oh, I know it's not,
Nah.
but
I'm because
but
I want to know
but
what's.
Ted, let me put it this way: if we were to press him about it, he'd be all like, "Listen, I didn't say it was the. I said it was one of.
He'd be
There's a
more so
difference."
like, fellas. Do you want to see how much that check?
The answer would be yes. I'd be like, "Nah, go ahead. Let me take a peek at that. Let me what did that Tony Khan money look like? Like was it like buy a new Bentley money or like it's like." Let me see what you got, Mick. Like,
Can I own acres? If I could own acres, then yes.
huh, is this 40 acres and a mule money? Cause
Hell
I'm
yeah.
down for it. No, I'm
Hell yeah.
kidding. I
And look, I'll elite. Put us in your post media scrum. We'll ask the real fucking
oh
questions,
god.
goddamn it. You tell me you wouldn't be asking the real questions.
What? Listen, they wouldn't pick us for that. That's why we ain't there. That's why they don't do it no more. I don't even think they have the post media shit no
We
more.
actually didn't even check today.
No, listen. While we were sitting in there, that look that it hit us. It showed the AEW.com thing, and then it went black. AKA, they did shit else after that.
I'm gonna have to
They
check
don't
on
do that.
YouTube.
They don't really be doing that post media
I'm
shit
gonna
no
have to
more.
check on YouTube then. But anyway, let's talk about this match. So MJF versus Darby Allin, and again, I went into it saying, "Yo, MJF's gonna win this." But then I start seeing the table and the chair, and then I was like, "Oh shit, yo, Darby Allin might actually win this." And then no, and I don't know if that's a callback to you because this is the same exact words I said about Finn Balor going against Braun Breaker last year. And I was like, I thought Finn was gonna win this. And then no. That's the same thing that happened here. Honestly, there is a part in the match where the spots start getting crazy. You got
Nah, they wasn't. What are you talking about? That one in the very beginning of the match?
oh yeah.
You said the spot started. Listen, they were crazy off rip. Goes out the ring. Darby charges and MJF. Darby straight.
I
Bro,
think Darby just
bro,
didn't realize how fast he was going.
bro. Listen,
And when he
listen.
did it, he was like, oh
We
fuck.
all crumbled, clenched. It was so bad the way he landed on his neck. But then of course MJF he out here like yeah I did that shit. It was like oh man
But we had that spot, and then we have the package power driver on the step spot, and then there was another spot where he does like a. It was supposed to be a spine. I would say a spine buster, but he just no. What is it? He lifts him up, kind of almost in a backdrop, but he just nailed his spine. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he did like this weird power bomb to the fucking knee,
Yeah, it was like,
like on
bruh.
some Bane backbreaker type shit.
Yeah,
Like,
this motherfucker tried to
bro,
cage
that
that.
that move was, and the thing is, like, you can only do that to someone like fucking Darby Allin because like you're not dropping a big dude like that on your knee like
Nah,
that.
he it wasn't just he dropped. He threw that nigga,
Like it was like
spiked him.
he definitely did. Like while we were watching this match, we were like, "Yo, like Darby Allin is a main event Spike Dudley, bro. Like easy. Like
Big facts.
he is easily Spike Dudley in the main event. It is so. And if you ever was curious to how that looks, yeah, just watch any Darby Allin match because good God,
And so we go from the spike pile driver. We go from a couple of spots where he's landing on his spine even more. And then we get to the part where finally they're outside of the ring and MJF brings Darby Allin to the spot in the front of the ramp where he can cut his hair at the end. And so MJF picks up the Clippers and he's getting ready to go cut him. But then Darby Allin reverses, picks up momentum, puts him on the table, and this is the part I think you missed. But Darby Allin gets on top of the fucking stage and coffin drops on top of MJF and splits his fucking wig on that platform.
yeah, that's where all that blood was coming
Yeah, that
from.
blood. And then, bruh, when he sat up, it skeeted.
Oh, I
Yeah, you didn't
definitely
see
missed
that
that
part. It
part.
skeeted. That's when my wife was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, no, that was he skeeted.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was blood.
He says
That's it.
he says eat
Yeah,
it.
that shit's no, it literally like you can see it, bro. That shit
Oh,
scared, bro. That
mm.
shit squirt.
Oh boy.
And my man, and he sold it though. He did, and this is the thing I'll give about Darby is he sold that injury as he continued to go down to the going down to the ramp, going to the ring. Like it was like he was blacking out because of blood loss
Oh,
and almost concussed.
that's funny. It's like you said he's selling it. Is he selling it or like because that shit fucking hurt? I don't think he had to sell. Like it, I he wasn't selling. He actively purchased. You know what I'm saying? Like he like he, like there was no selling involved. Like he's already two payments in, bro. Like because goddamn, like
Yo, off the top of the stage, he literally made a down payment.
bro, listen, he fucking charged that shit, bro. Just freaking
But going off the stage, down payment.
that was him tapping the card.
Yo. And then you notice your wallet is just like, oh, I didn't realize how much it was gonna be. I was one of those, and just put it on the car. And you actually see how much it was. Nani?
Listen, yeah, fam. I will say for that match, I think I though for the fun of it all, I was like, man, I want MJF to lose. And I think we talked about this prior, where
Yeah.
it's like the fun of it is like, man, MJF losing would be great. And there's a cool story that you could tell after that with MJF. But what does that leave Darby? And the answer probably would have been fighting more mid carders in open challenges.
Damn.
And that was just gonna be it. So it's like MJF winning the belt. Now we can get back to main eventers being in the main event again. You know what I'm saying? Like we can, you know. Although I think at this point right now it's going to be Now we're probably getting ready to gear ourselves towards the whole Billy Goat situation because he's got to win the tournament. And
Well, don't forget the one thing that happened after the match. By the way, we had where MJF finally beats him.
oh, this
We have
fucking
Kevin Knight coming down to the ring to stop MJF from gloating over Darby Allin's body. Which, by the
yeah,
way,
because they put him in
the stretcher.
the stretcher.
They put him in a stretcher, and Kevin Knight's coming out there to save Darby, and then he gets on the top rope. He's like, "Yeah, go, go!" And then, as you can see, the medical team pushing Darby close to him, and he does his frog splash off the top rope, and everybody's like, "But why?"
Yeah. The UFO splashes Darby Allen
Stretcher.
while still on the stretcher as he was literally getting stretchered out of the match. And it's just like, where the fuck that came from?
And it didn't get that much of a pop, unfortunately.
No, no. Listen, Jet came out there. Everyone's like, why the fuck is he here? And then he does that to Darby. I was like, well, why the fuck he do that? Like, like it's all very why did that happen? As opposed to oh no, that happened. It's more so the all right, what's happening? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
And then
because
another reason why to tune into next week is because now you want to know why the fuck did he do that? Why the fuck did he do that?
yeah, because I mean, especially when you think about the fact that like he's a champion, he has a belt. Darby Allen does not have a belt anymore. Why are you attacking? What business? What more would you want from Darby Allen? Now, I swear, if he comes out there on some Darby Allen, you let us down. You know, you. I hope
Or
that's not
maybe
the
maybe
case.
it was like you let me down because you gave Bailey a title shot, but not me or some shit. I don't know.
No, that wouldn't be right because he got the title shot before Bailey.
Okay. What? Not because when I looked it up, I don't think I saw Kevin Knight on there, did I?
Yes, the Jet and Darby
Oh
Allen.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Remember? No, 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 no. It was on Dynamite. It was on Dynamite. Dynamite.
Damn. See,
It's 2 in the morning, nigga. I'm supposed to be an encyclopedia at 2 in the morning.
goes to show you how important those matches
No,
were.
it's 2 in the fucking morning. I'm supposed to be an encyclopedia at 2 in the morning. If AEW ends their fucking programming, it'll be like 8 p.m.
You literally at the beginning of this pulled up the
And
list.
again, it's 2 in the fucking morning. You want me to remember every goddamn thing in 2 in the morning?
I
Go
need
no.
I need you to get on your job, bro.
I'm gonna need you to realize that nigga we old. All right, dementia might be already here. I don't know. Anyway,
Wow.
uh,
We? I didn't know you knew French, my boy. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, I gotta learn something out here.
Hey.
That yeah.
Learn what you can. Hopefully you remember it better than you do this wrestling. See, because I
But
mean,
anyway, overall, guys, tell us what your thoughts in the comments about the pay per view. I would say ranking wise, it's definitely a top contender. It's not what Mick Foley said is the best pay per view, one of the best pay per views he's seen all of his life.
bro, it is a 3.5 on the scale, dog. It is a
It's a very close four if it had story.
no, well, it's a 3.5 because of what story they possibly
Yeah,
with it's a 3.5 for me. It's a solid C.
yeah,
It's an easy C, right?
yeah.
The only I really can't put to say what could have made it better because it's like this was one of their pay per views where the wrestling was absolutely flawless, but questionable as to why they're actually wrestling. A good majority of some of these things, like all right, sure, Stadium Stampede, I get Jericho and Ricochet, but why these other motherfuckers? And where the fuck Kenny Omega came? Kenny Omega ain't been on the program this whole time.
He was barely in that match too for a good chunk. Like I just remember seeing everybody else, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, Kenny Omega's in this match.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, whatever, guys, whatever.
Either way, guys, let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Like I said before, if you haven't yet, please chokeslam that subscribe button. Excuse me, chokeslam the like button, tombstone the subscribe button, because we'll be here every week with new content as we have new interviews coming up soon. But until then, remember that the ring is sacred, the questions are real, and the destruction is guaranteed. Because it's Sugoi the Masaku.
And it's your boy Swag Switcher in the building.
Until next time, guys, have a great night. Get some fucking sleep because, goddamn it, AEW don't like fucking sleeping. Chat. Fuck.
Oh man, I wonder if any of the guys who are, I mean, if it makes you feel better, we're not the only ones who are still streaming. I
I
mean,
know
granted,
Johnny is.
I know we're about to end it here, but like, yeah, no, there's just some. I know he is. I think the Solid Monster also is too.
Because them niggas talk like 3 hours about motherfucker. Yeah, honest review. Who's that? That nigga is
Yeah,
still going.
yeah. I don't know. He might be close to the end at this point.
Mm.
I would only think. I'm gonna put him on while I'm in the car driving.
All right.
But yeah, sounding off. I don't know what the button is.
It's over here.
Oh.